everyone, welcome to Book Talk Tuesday. I am here at my local public library, the Melville Public Library, probably the place I visit the most in my town with my son and my husband and myself. And I wanted to talk to you today about some great new books that are being added to this local library's collection. If you haven't read them, you can probably get them at your own library, or if you're in Saskatchewan, you can always order them through your library and we will ship them to you. So here are some really great kind of middle and teen books that are new to this library. They're great reads and I hope you get to have a chance to read them. One of the first ones is on the Canada Reads list this year. It was one of the finalists, The Marrow Thieves, and it's all about what happens is global warming is kind of taking place and the First Nations groups are kind of being hunted for their marrow, which allows people to dream, and they're the only ones who have it. And it's kind of a bit of a survival story, but also really kind of parallels Canadian history and what has gone on in the past with our First Nations people. But it's a futuristic type take on it. However, you will notice tons and tons of parallels with how they were treated and all that kind of stuff. So it's an important read. It's something that I've already bought. I haven't read it yet, but it's something that needs to be read and will shed a lot of light on our history as well as just what people went through during that time. This is a really big hit right now with a lot of people. It's called Children of Blood and Bone, and it's all about this girl and her people, and they used to have magic, but a new king has kind of come in and he's outlawed all magic, taking it away, and they begin to kind of fight back a little bit with different ways to bring the magic back in and how to kind of stay true to their roots and their people. And again, it's kind of similar to this about trying to take stuff away from certain groups of people and think that you have control over those types of people that have something special, or just any group of people that is different from you. It's a really important book to read, I think, as well. Another great series, I don't know how I'm going to try and point to it. This series here, Wings of Fire. Here we got the first, we got all 8 books, I believe. Great series about some dragons who need to kind of save the dragon world. There's a war going on. They need to kind of fight in it. There's 5 dragons that have been kind of destined to fix the problem, fix the war, and they have been sheltered for many years. Their eggs were kind of taken early, and they've grown up with this knowing that they will have to kind of fulfill this prophecy and save the dragons. However, there's some really bad dragons that don't want that to happen, and they have to kind of fight against them and work together to kind of get through them. It's really great. It's an awesome series. Middle grades are obsessed with it, love it, can't get enough of it. If you're interested, you can grab book 1. Also, it's available as a graphic novel. They've just come out with the first book in graphic novel, so that might interest you as well. There's a few other books here. One of my favorites, I mentioned this before, The Wild Robot Escapes. This is very popular in my class, The Bad Guys. It's a graphic novel all about these different creatures that are kind of notorious for being bad, like a piranha and a shark and different things like that. It's hilarious. It's really goofy. My students love it. We have Whatever After series coming in. They're amazing. I know I have someone in my class right now reading it, and she loves it. A few more Wish Fairies. These are some neat ones, as well as Rainbow Magic. This book looks really good to me. I haven't read it, but it's called Girl in Pieces, and it's about a teenager who has a pretty broken life. She's kind of lost everyone she's loved, or they're not really giving her much, and she has to kind of cope through it and try and get through the tough time. It's kind of an interesting book. I think I'm going to read it really soon. I want to head over here to the other table. How cool is that mural behind me? How cool is my library? Over here we got some new kids books. These books are amazing. Look at how awesome this one is. I Am a Hockey Rink. How cool is that? My son's going to freak out when he sees that. As well as a lot of really great stepping to reading books how not to run for class president, some cool Disney stuff into reading books, Moana, and what else? What's this one? Rappy the dinosaur looks very interesting. Dragon egg. That one looks neat. Oh man, if my son sees this, he's gonna freak out too. Monster trucks. So that looks good. So just some new books. All of these books were bought in honor of our former board member, Dale Martin, from donations from his funeral. And so we thank those who did donate to the library in honor of him. All the books that were bought in his honor have this really nice sticker on them so that we can remember him and remember the great things he did as a library board member and his friends and family that were able to donate to us. So come down to the Melville Library, check out the new books or the old books, whatever you like, and I hope you get reading. Thanks.